What's good? Welcome to First String Podcast presented by Bet Rivers. Make sure you guys download that Bet Rivers app uh, or go to www.betrivers.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe to First String Podcast. Give us a good thumbs up. Hit the bell to enable alerts for new content just like this. On today's episode of First String Podcast, we got a gang of picks. We got 9 picks for you guys. We have college basketball, NBA, hockey. We're going across the pond and we're going to look at soccer matches as well. And we got some XFL games for you guys. The NFL Combine's going on. So we're going to talk a little bit of Combine, what we're seeing and what it all means, really. All right, so y'all know what time it is. It's time to get into it. Let's go. All right, that joint always comes back a little bit earlier than I think. I'll be back here dancing, not getting ready at all. Listen, we got a lot to get into a little bit. Well, we got a lot to cover, a little bit to get into. How about that? So we're going to get the squad in here. And don't forget, we are brought to you guys by Bet Rivers. Make sure you guys download the Bet Rivers app or go to www.betrivers.com. You must be 21 years or older to play. And that's what we're going to do today. I got to bring in my guy, Ced. What's up, man? You ready for this?
Welcome, my brother. Welcome. I'm still in football mode. Them Georgia Bulldogs at the Combine doing their thing, making us proud. We got one that's leading the way when they had to throw the recruiting pitch out at the Combine. That's what I'm talking about. Always recruit. Kirby always recruit. That's what I'm talking about.
Already recruiting. Okay. All right. Listen. Let's I think I've never seen this happen before, but I got a call, was like, I'm almost there. And then boom, she was there. I think she has one of those rings that you put out and it's a flash, and that she's in 3 different places at once. Let's bring in Lady A, aka the Flash. How are you, ma'am?
I know how to make it happen.
I get that, because she was like, listen, I'm rolling, I'm on 95, I'm at home. I was like, what? How does that happen?
I did getting it.
I make it happen. That's all that matters. I make it happen.
Yeah, never mind. The police are still chasing you right now.
Hey. That's the case. They ain't found me. I'm in home.
I've been here the whole time. Exactly. Don't admit to anything and never submit to a search. That's right.
All the time.
That never submit.
The way you said that with ease, I'm a little concerned. So after the show, we're gonna have to have a conversation.
We can have a conversation. It's just a little bit of common knowledge. Don't forget, I did these things in the military, so.
But now the way you said that, we're gonna have to have a conversation.
Well, we had a conversation. So it's all right. Say it. You see this, man? Am I gonna need my lawyer present?
Man, hey. We can have a long conversation about that one, player.
So now you are. Now you are
trying to give me one time. He had me like 5 times. Nope.
No.
Okay, how you ask this? Answer gonna be the same. No.
No. All right, that's a whole legal road that we're not going down right now. But
Herbert Ryder saying get the fishing. I ain't got all day waiting on you. Come on, I got to go.
He said I got to get the fishing.
Got to get the fishing. Oh, don't forget, today we have our favorite topic, Ask Ced. We got that today as well.
All right.
So we got Ask Ced today. So yeah, get ready to Ask Ced.
Wait, when I said expression change,
I know, because
I don't know if I like the way Lady A said that.
I said, all right. Like, that's a good thing. We got Ask Ced.
We got to ask Ced. We got to ask Ced.
We need to ask Ced all kinds of questions.
Yeah, like why he say no 9 times. Right.
You let too much information go today, Ced.
Right. All right. So, hey, listen. The NFL Combine's kicked off, and we're gonna just talk just a little bit for about maybe 10 minutes here. What is it that you guys think is the most important part of the combine? Is it the 40? Is it the medical? Is it the interviews? What is the most important part of the combine to you guys that's the reason why we're doing this? Because a lot of the events that they do don't really translate to football, right? So that's what I want to know from y'all is what do you think the most important part of this combine is? Either one of y'all can start.
Oh, go ahead, ladies first.
So the combine is really to get a feel for and get to know these young athletes. It's athleticism. It's how you are, how competitive you are. Then you also have the interviews. That's important because it's a peek into, there you go. It's a peek into your personality and who you are as a person. So athleticism does matter.
Right.
But out of all the people at the combine, as far as the athleticism part, it's the top tier. Those people, it's like it's shocking. Wow. Like, oh, wow, look at this guy. Outside of that, if you're not in that top 1% of the people who are at the combine, you have to give a good impression. It's like a job interview. Literally.
It is a job interview. Okay.
It's literally you going in front of them. You're winning them over. You're talking about who you are. They're asking questions. All kinds of different things. So I feel like all of it's really important. But unless you're that top 1%, it is that interview. It's and like Bruce said, making those connections because you're networking, you're showing off, you're getting people to like you, and you want to be memorable. If you can't be memorable by being the number one person over here, the fastest person here, if you can't be memorable that way, you have to win them over some way, shape, or form. So I think for the majority of the people, it is the interviews and the connections that you make.
Right. Say it. What do you think it is?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. The interviews and making the connections. I just dislike the when I just like when these teams get really, really personal and they say stupid stuff to these guys. Perfect example. I guess I'm gonna shout them out anyway. NFL Network. Sauce Gardner was on there,
right?
And he said how the Seattle head coach was asking him questions, right? He said, but then he moved into his personal space. What about it? So when he got ready to answer, he would never let him answer, and then he backed away from him. It's like it's like trying to see. It's trying like it was trying to get a rise out of him, more or less, But he sat there, he asked the question and figured out, yada. I don't want to see that. I want them to go in, talk to the guy, because at this point they've done their background work.
Right.
NFL have
they already know what's going on.
Everyone, but probably the top 30. The NFL's done homework on all of that.
Well, even the NFL's done homework, even on the ones that went to the Senior Bowl.
Yeah,
exactly.
Senior Bowl, Junior, but they've been doing homework on them since they sophomores, probably. So once they start to pop up on their radar, they start doing homework.
I think it is the interviews. Those guys go out and surprise. They'll go out and surprise them at some point, during the physical aspects of it, the shuttle drill. It sounds time dogs. They have been, Bruce. They have.
Right. Right.
It shows. It just affirms to some of these teams what they seen on tape.
Yeah.
Well, confirms what they see. So for me, it has to be the medical, because this is the first time that they actually. This I think what the NFL Combine actually started for. It's the first time that we could get all these athletes in one spot, cutting down some of the costs,
and
get medical done on them. right?
That's subjective. That's subjective.
It is, but it's where they get X-ray, they look at all the injuries that they had, X-ray, MRI, poke, prod. They don't tell y'all this part. They don't tell none of us this part. I know I have a couple friends that have been to the combine. Like, you are violated in every kind of way.
That's the part
that's the part that nobody understands, right?
I don't like that part.
But also, the good part of this is some of it, they actually find some problems with people that they don't know they had. Like, I think it was a couple of years ago, they found that somebody had a heart condition.
Oh, that was the Alabama wide receiver.
Right. It wasn't Smith. It wasn't Devontae Smith. Right.
They found not Devontae Smith. They found he had leukemia.
Yeah.
Mitchell. It's not Michi, right? It wasn't Michi.
What was
we know what you're talking about. We understand.
I think it was because Michi went to Houston, right?
Michi went to Houston.
That's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what it was.
So I was right. Okay. So yeah, thank you, Ced. But that's the part that, besides from getting the interviews and getting to talk to these people first, this ain't the first time they talk to them. You got to believe that they've been talking to them since college, because they get feedback. Like Alabama, Georgia, they have pro scouts there all the time.
Right.
So you got to understand that they're already talking to them. But this is where they get to actually confirm what they learned about them. You know what I mean? So the medical part in the interviews is really, really big. Bruce said connections, right? Bruce said interviews and connections, which is absolutely crazy, because today I heard, let's say your NFL career is about 5 years long, right?
Okay.
The connections that you make here at the combine may wind up leading to you being a scout. It may wind up to you doing something other than playing football after your short 5-year career.
That's true.
Right? So these connections that they make, so it may be a genuine person. They may be on the practice squad for a couple of years, have a year, a season or two, and then can't get another job. But the connections that they make here leads to their post-NFL career, which is where real life really begins, right? Because don't forget, they get paid to play a child's game. So this is absolutely what we're talking about here. But it is time for us to get into making some picks. And we're going to get into some things. Even Droop just brought it up. Ja Morant's in trouble. He went live on Instagram, so we'll talk about that after our picks. And then we'll get back into some more NFL Combine, and we'll go around the league. And don't forget, we're going to do Ask Ced today. So that's going to be fun for us to get to know one of our other co-hosts here on the First Ring Podcast. Look at Ced. Hey, Ced gonna freeze. He's gonna freeze. Already know. I'm frozen, bro.
Wait, Ced don't have glasses on today. Now, if you notice,
contacts in.
But you notice when Ced is not wearing glasses, Ced act up.
Hey.
Ced acts up when he don't have glasses on.
You got to ask Ced if them his real eyes. Yeah, his real eyes. All right.
Ain't got my good contacts in yet.
All right. So yeah. So listen.
Not a good one. So you're not you're not showing off too much, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's get into these picks. We got our first one here. What? Time to place bets. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Bruce. It's time to place them bets. Don't forget, all lines are brought to you guys by Bet Rivers. Make sure you download that Bet Rivers app or go to www.betrivers.com. You must be 21 years or older to play. Lady A is going to give you the number to call if you have a problem, but she ain't ready for that, so don't worry about it right now. I did. I just put her on the spot. I did.
Man, slung on the bus so quick there.
Look, she say, I am. All right, here we go. Our first game, we got the Philadelphia Sixers and the Milwaukee Bucks. We got the Philadelphia 76ers plus 4.5 at minus 107. Their money line is plus 160. The Milwaukee Bucks, who are on an unbelievable winning streaks right now, is minus 4.5 at minus 114. Their money line is minus 195. The over-under for this game is 232. 109 for the over, 112 for the under. Like I said, Giannis and the guys have been absolutely coming out doing their thing. Joel Embiid and the 76ers, not sure if they actually want. I'm not going to say it like this. I'm not sure if they are ready for what Milwaukee's doing, because they seem to be going on their championship run right now, and they're trying to establish dominance on the east side of things. This is going to be a crazy game right here. Yes, Lady A, get in there. Tell me what you're thinking.
So, what time did you do this? Because the lines have changed.
The lines always change.
Yeah.
I just loaded
you
them up.
just did it, right?
I just finished loading it up. Yes.
I thought so. So it's already changed.
What we got now?
The spread is, I think, the only thing. Nope. So the spread is plus 4.5, minus 108 for 76ers.
Yep.
The Bucks is minus 4.5, minus 113.
Okay.
The win line for 76ers is 160, 195 for the Bucks.
Those are right.
And then
the
over under is 232. For over is minus 112. Under is minus 109. So those are flipped.
No, they changed.
Okay. Well, no, I mean they flipped. That's what I mean.
Yeah, those. Okay, yeah, they flipped. Okay,
yeah, they flipped.
All right. Lady A, who you got though?
Ooh, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Bucks.
You're going with the Bucks. How? Ced would like
That's
to know.
what I'm worried about. So I'll take the Bucks with the win.
You'll take the Bucks with the win.
Mm-hmm.
The money line. I got you. Ced.
I kind of feel bad for Joel Embiid. All he wanted was a winner, and we already knew Harden won that man. It's just a man he found out the hard way. I gotta go to the Bucks at home.
The Bucks at home.
Give me the Bucks at home, because I picked the 76ers in a game last week against Boston, and they lost by 3. It was a good game though. They lost on the last second shot, if I remember correctly. But
well, I'm gonna tell you something. I like the way Holiday's been playing lately. Bobby Portis has showed up. It's like Milwaukee. It's like they're taking turns on who's going to show out. And Giannis is always Giannis. He's always going to do his thing.
Yeah,
they've been taking turns on who's going to show up and show out. I think that Philly actually gets up for this game right here, and I would expect a big game from Tobias Harris. Man, y'all know I'll be butchering names. So I'm going to take the 76ers here plus the 4.5. I'm going to take the Philadelphia 76ers plus the 4.5. Yeah, that would be me on an island by myself.
Yeah,
it is.
So I'm going to go ahead and
Wilson! Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad pick. It's just the 76ers have been so up and down. I think they're 3-5 out of the last 5 games. Either 3-5 or 2-5. Hold on, let me look real quick.
They actually
it's
plus
5.
Okay, so Bruce just said he said plus 5. Plus 5.
I take it back. Right. 2-5.
So Bruce just actually said 76ers plus 5.5 is a good bet, right? What is 4.5? Yeah, it's 4.5 right there.
Yeah.
But I actually do like that. But they got to actually start winning games because they're losing ground real fast to Boston and Milwaukee here in the East. So yeah, I really do like that pick. I'm not sure what's going on right there on the side. So, our next game, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Sacramento Kings. The Minnesota Timberwolves their spread is plus 4.5 at minus 108. This has changed also. It's their win line is plus 155.
For Sacramento?
For Sacramento, plus 155.
No, I'm sorry.
No, for Minnesota Timberwolves, right? All right. Okay. The Kings are minus 4.5 at minus 113. Minus 113 at minus 190 now. At minus 190. The over-under still set at 238 at minus 109 for the over, minus 112 for the under. So this too has changed. Matter of fact, that 76ers game is now minus 110 both ways on the spread. Yeah. I'm sorry, on the over-under. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see that these things are always being fluid and they're always moving. I'm gonna start first here with this one if y'all don't mind.
Go ahead.
All right. Here, I'm going with the over. I like the over here of 238. Both of these teams can score. They can get up and down. I'm not sure if they played the best defense out west, but the one thing they do is they do score. And the one team that I do believe plays defense is the Grizzlies, and we're gonna get into them later with their young superstar Ja Morant, of course. So give me the over of over 238. That's how I'm gonna play this game. Go ahead, say it.
I like Minnesota. I'm gonna go Minnesota plus 4.5.
Minnesota plus 4.5. Bruce likes Minnesota and the over as well. All right. Oh,
Justin.
Yeah. Look at he come in titles of blazing, don't he? He come in titles of blazing.
With the mean mug.
Yeah. What's up, Justin? Look at you. Get in there, sir. He here to support. Yeah. So, Lady Ann, who you got?
So I'm actually said we riding together again. So I'm doing going Minnesota in the plus 4.5. I don't understand. Well, at least we're not riding dirty because that's what I'll do. Then we're gonna have to then we're gonna have to take Pick's advice, you know.
Yeah, never submit to a search.
Oh, and my baby Maddie.
Never submit to a search. Never consent. Don't consent to a search. Don't do it.
You hear my baby Maddie on here too.
Oh, Maddie's in. Okay, what's up, Maddie?
Welcome.
My mini me.
Yeah. Oh, both of them over there.
Right, both of them.
All right, get your sticks out. It's time to go visit the ice. Oh, the pond's frozen. Y'all know this. Y'all know how I like it.
That the pond's frozen.
The pond is frozen. The pond is frozen. Get your sticks out. Pull a net out. Let's go. So here we got the Minnesota Wild versus the Calgary Flames here, and looking at this one right here, let's go. We got Minnesota is plus 1.5 on their puck line at minus 200. Their win line is still plus 128. The puck line for the Calgary Flames is minus 1.5 at minus 165, still the same at minus 155 here. The total goals is set at 5.5 at 107. It's 107 now for the over, 114 for the under, 114 for the under, 107 for the over. Everything else is still the same on this one right here. Ced, you want to go first?
You know what? I will go first on this one. And I'm going to go with the under. I think 5.5 is a little high at this time of the year.
Right.
So let me take the under on this one.
You're going with the under. Okay. Droopy said give him Calgary money line. Here's a little something. Bruce Glass said give him the Wild and the under. Just playing the under. Just playing the under. He's just playing the under. Okay. Lady A. Lady A.
In my pockets, dog. In my pockets.
But honestly, that what said is actually true. 5.5, that's a lot right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're not playing like that right now.
No, but Minnesota's just not giving up them goals like that.
So I'm going to split apart from what Ced has said.
Okay.
You know, we're not riding together. Right. I jumped out the car while it was rolling because Ced wouldn't slow down. It
wouldn't slow down. It was tuck and roll.
So I had to jump out and roll. So I'm going to go ahead, and I feel like, because I have all this written down, right? So I'm seeing Minnesota for the basketball plus 4.5. So now, what you think I got?
Plus the 1.5.
There you go.
Plus the 1.5. I like it. Hey, I ain't mad at you.
I didn't realize that at first, but you know, for those who like to, you know, put things together.
Put it together. Do what you got to do. Yeah.
I see you. I see you.
You see me?
Throw some things together.
Right. Okay. Listen, pick here. I'm gonna do something crazy. Okay.
What you gonna do?
So there's this thing you can do. You can reverse that puck line.
Oh, he's trying to get fancy. Here you go.
I'm gonna reverse that puck line. I'm rolling with Calgary at plus 1.5. Right. So this is one of those things you can do in hockey. So give me Calgary with a reverse puck line plus 1.5. So, yeah. So give me Cowboys.
You didn't turn into Missy Elliott. You done flipped it in reverse.
Oh, you done flip it in reverse. Flip it in reverse.
Wait, no, that part we don't want you to do.
My bad.
We just want you to flip it in reverse, and that's it.
Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. We got two of the hottest teams right here in the NHL. We got the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Carolina Hurricanes. Wild hit on. Here's what Bruce is telling you right here from the last game. He was wild hit on unders like 9 out of 10, 9 out of the last 10 games. This is true, and they're not giving up goals. That's why I reversed that puck line.
Yeah,
they don't give up them goals like that. All right, so we got the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Carolina Hurricanes right here, and this is the way this line goes. We got Tampa Bay at plus 1.5 at minus 195. At minus 195, their money line is plus 125 right now. We got
repeat it again.
Their money line is plus 125.
Okay.
Their win or money line is plus 125. The Carolina Hurricanes are minus 1.5 at minus 160. I'm sorry, that's plus 160. It's plus 160. That is plus 160. And their money line is minus 152. The total goals is set at 6. The over-unders minus 112 for the over, minus 109 for the under. Minus 109 for the under. Lady A, would you do the privileges or going first, please?
I'm going with the under. I'm
Rolling
sorry, Bruce.
with the under.
He said Hurricanes in the over. I'm going with the under.
I think.
Is it still hurricane season?
It is. Trust me. It is still hurricane season. We know down here.
But in Carolina, though, because, I mean, is it going to hit Carolina or is it going to hit Tampa Bay? Tampa Bay going to have the Lightning. Carolina going to have the Hurricane?
Hey, this is a stormy situation we're talking about right
now. I'm still going to go with the under. Just because.
Still going with the under. All right. She rolling the under. Say it.
Well, that's the train I was on last game. Why am I going to change this game? I think 6 is higher than 5.5. So let me take the under. Let me take the under again.
Right.
Yeah, but y'all know we got two teams here that score.
Yeah.
Right.
But are they going to be able to score against each other?
But that is the great part, right? That we're talking about. Like I said, these two teams here, they're sitting pretty close to the top of their divisions and things like that. Which means, hey, we're not giving up a lot of goals, but we will put some in your net. Right? We'll put some in your net. So, I like the way y'all thinking with the under, but no one's played a team yet. So, I'm going to actually go ahead and roll with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Give me the Tampa Bay Lightning plus the 125 here. Tampa Bay Lightning plus the 125. So y'all keeping up with us? Because
you really out there by yourself on that. Go ahead,
right?
Easy.
I got it. Here
the
we go.
Under don't count, but you pick the.
Wilson! A man alone on an island. I am actually absolutely alone. Drew said give him Carolina on that money line. All right, now listen. The last time we went where we're about to go right now is you guys got to set your alarms. You got to wake up. You got to set your alarm. Wake up. We're going to tell you right now. This next pick is for tomorrow at 10 a.m. Maybe 9 a.m. on the East Coast, right? 9 a.m. on the East Coast. We are going soccer now. And we're going to go across that pond and play what do they call this game here? The beautiful game? The beautiful game. So this is the Premier League, and we're looking at Liverpool and Manchester United. If you guys look at this, and I told you, I like to play soccer, especially on a Saturday night, wake up, cash and checks. Wake up, cash and checks, all right? Place the bet, go to sleep, wake up, cash and check. That's what we do, all right? We got Liverpool here. Liverpool, for them to win, is plus 143. A tie, Lady A's favorite, has now moved to 55.
You say 255?
255 is the draw. Manchester United here is plus 188. So their total's gone down just a bit. It's plus 188. And all these lines, like I said, they're on Bet Rivers because that's our sponsor. So we're going to keep you up to date with this right here. Liverpool and Man U, y'all know these are two of the top teams in the Premier League. They actually are set to meet on the pitch and battle this one out. I'm going to go first here. everyone's expecting me to go with Manchester United with all of their great players and how great they've been here lately. But Liverpool needs this win. Give me Liverpool plus the 143, please. Liverpool plus the 143. Lady A or Ced, who would like to go next?
I'll go next.
Go ahead.
It's pretty funny though. I mean, because what I actually would do in this game is I would pick Man U and hedge it with the tie.
Okay.
Oh, two straight bets. I like it. I like it. 2 straight bets. I got you, Ced.
But give me Man U for W.
Man U plus the 1. Hold on. Wait.
It's 188. Wait, it went up again.
It's 195.
Yeah, it went to 195. It went from 190 to 188. Now it's 195.
Liverpool just went down.
Man U. They must have found somebody a few minutes ago.
They found somebody. No, that's people placing bets right now.
Now I done wrote down my stuff,
and the title went to plus 260. The title went to plus 260.
See, what did I say? Man U head with the tie.
Hey, I already placed my bet earlier. I caught this bet at actually caught Liverpool at plus 150. They're down to plus 138 right now.
Yep.
Lady A.
So the last time you brought up soccer,
the beautiful game,
and you brought up Manchester, it was another Manchester United game, and you said Lady A loves the tie. Not when it comes to Man U.
No, right.
Man U for the 195.
Man U for the 195. All right. So guess what I just found out today? And this is totally off topic right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all. So y'all know Ted Lasso. Has anyone watched Ted Lasso?
Nope.
Oh, Ced.
I'm sorry, lady. Who you say you was going with again?
Man
U.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
With the win.
For the win.
Ain't no tie.
I just wanted to make sure.
All right. So
I put it down for the time.
So you guys gotta watch. Y'all gotta watch Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso is pretty funny, but it's a really good series on Apple TV. And they are coming back with season 3 March 15th.
Okay.
It's a football coach going overseas to coach soccer.
That don't sound good.
Oh, but I can see the preview of that on Netflix.
Yeah, that's football.
It's not on Netflix.
If you overseas, he went from football to football.
Yeah, but it's not Netflix. It's Apple TV.
He said Apple TV.
Yeah, and you with Thug Mobile now, so you got it anyway.
It's a streaming service.
Yeah, you got, but you have it on Thug Mobile. Say we'll talk about it after the show. That free with Thug Mobile, son.
No, not for me. It wasn't.
What are you talking about?
Mine was Netflix.
Oh my God!
When I got mine, it was Netflix.
Everybody got Netflix. Why do you need Netflix? We're gonna talk.
He said he didn't want to pay for it, so he got that.
All right. Moving on. College basketball. All right. So we got 2 games here for you guys, and these games are about to tip off around 9 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock East Coast time because they are out west. All right. So, oh man, I'm in the wrong part of the app right now. Hold on. There we go. Bam. All right. I had to move over. Lady A, you with me? Let me know if anything's changed while I try to get to it.
I'm trying. I gotta go all the way.
You gotta all the way down to the bottom. Yeah, you gotta go all the way down to the bottom. Yeah.
We're playing games right now.
Oh no, we getting there. Why does that say tomorrow? Okay, here I got it.
There you go. I got it.
Yeah. They're late because they're 9 p.m. my time, which is 10 your time. All right.
Today
so we got Arizona versus UCLA here. So we got Arizona at +5 at -110. Their money line is now plus 180. +1. Oh, I'm sorry. Their money line is +1. I'm on the wrong one. Their money line is still plus 175. We got UCLA at -5 at -110. Their money line is still at -220. The over-under still set at 148, 110 both ways. 148, 110 both ways. UCLA and Arizona here. All the Arizona schools are out west, right? I mean, are in California right now, is what we should say.
Yeah.
Southern California, and Northern California.
Yeah.
So both Arizona schools out there, and I hate to say this, but both of these Arizona schools are about to take L's today. Give me UCLA minus the 5 here. I'm gonna lay the 5. Give me UCLA minus the 5 here. That's how I see this game going. Lady A.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take UCLA with the win, and I did see that both Arizona schools are the underdog. I was like, man, it's not good. It's literally a state against another state.
A state against another state, yeah.
Just terrible. But yeah, I'm going to say UCLA with the win.
UCLA with the win. Bruce is saying, hey, Arizona plus the 5 is actually a good bet, a good pick.
That's right.
They actually may win. Drew says plus 5.5. Arizona plus the 5.5. He took it up. He bet another half point, which is absolutely what you should do. If you like them to cover the 5, then you push that thing to 6. That's right. Say it. Who you got?
I know it was in basketball they did that to my boy. So I'm boycotting our Arizona teams.
Okay.
Give me UCLA money line.
UCLA money line minus the 220.
Boycotting everybody.
Yeah, say it is part of cancel culture.
Clearly. And we'll cancel them in a heartbeat.
Wait. What happened here? Hold on. Oh, no.
You missing something.
Oh, hold on. I think it pushed it down. There we go. Ooh. I was trying to stay in basketball and I pushed something down. So yeah.
You just was going to push it further. As far as
I just must have mixed it up myself.
No, I'm talking about this game right here. You was just going to say, oh, okay, we're going to keep it moving with this.
Yeah, I see what I did. I did here. All right. Okay. We got Arizona Sun Devils, Arizona State University versus USC, Southern California here. And this line has changed as well. It started off at 6, and now it's down to 5. So here's this actual line right now. It's Arizona State plus 5 at minus 110. Their money line is plus 180 right now. So that money line is something's going on because that thing has changed dramatically. Right? It's plus 180. And we got USC at minus 5 at minus 110. Their money line has changed as well. It's down to now minus 225. The over-under is still set at 141.5, 110 both ways. So that's still the same. Yeah. So we got heavy money coming in right now on Arizona State.
Yeah.
We got heavy money coming on the Sun Devils at the last minute is what I'm trying to tell you guys. We got money coming in on the Sun Devils at the last minute. All right. The last minute. Hawk TV's in the building, y'all.
What's up, Hawk?
Hey.
Yeah. Bruce did send me his picks, Drew, but that didn't go as well as Bruce thought. He sent them things at like 4 a.m. Just something at like 4 a.m. All right. Say it. Who you got, man?
You already done said
it. This should not be an answer. You already know. Thank you, lady.
You going SC?
I'm going SC. This heavy money that came in worries me a little bit.
Yeah.
Why?
It's concerning.
Don't let it persuade you.
From 6 to 5. That's concerning. You know.
Don't let it persuade you. Say it. Don't let it persuade you.
I mean, give me SC and I'm gonna lay the 6.
SC and you land the 5.
I'm sorry, laying the 5. I forgot.
Yeah.
Well, I get my
SC and you land the 5. Okay, Hawk, we got you. We're about to do a little combat talk here in a little bit. All right. Lady A, who you got?
I have USC money line.
USC money line.
Yep. So that's what is their money line again? 225.
I told Ced, don't let the heavy money coming in. Don't let it persuade you, right?
But it persuaded you.
It persuaded me. It
I know.
persuaded me. It persuaded
I
me.
know. When you said that, you said I already.
Already
knew.
I've been persuaded. I'm going to the Sun Devils, right? I'm going with the Sun Devils here. I'm gonna take the +5. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do like Droop said. I'm about a half a point, so give it to me at 5.5. Give that to me at 5.5 right
Terrible.
here. Listen, since I just got persuaded, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a half a point. You're gonna have to beat me by 6 or more. Right. So give me that right there, and that is at -110.
Don't let it persuade you.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it.
Already persuade you, Ced.
Don't let it persuade you, Ced, but it persuaded me.
When you said it, I knew. Huh?
I don't know why I keep missing your pick. What was yours?
Oh my God, I went USC money line.
Thank you.
Because you be laughing. It's time for a little XFL, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for a little XFL action here. All right, so this is tomorrow's game. And Ced and I, Lady A, we will all be out. So if you are going to see the Defenders play, make sure you guys find Lady A, get a picture. You never know if you'll pop up in the outro.
True. I'll be in the club level though. But if you're in the club level, hit me up.
In the club level, hit her up. Ced and I will be out as well. And if any of y'all down in the area, hit us up. So First Ring Podcast will be out and about tomorrow, doing what we do. So we have the St. Louis Battlehawks versus the DC Defenders here, right? And just checking this line as I have it up now, Lady A. You got my back, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So we got the St. Louis Battlehawks at +2.5 at -110. And their money line is +118. The DC Defenders are -2.5 at -110, and that's -143. Looks like all that still stayed the same. 36.5 is the total, right? And that is set at 110 both ways. The one thing I can say about this is now we're 3 weeks into the XFL. I expect these scores to start going up.
Yeah.
So 36.5 is not phasing me at all, right?
Yeah.
It's not phasing me at all. So listen, get your XFL picks in. We got an XFL game going on right now as well. And then we have 2 tomorrow. So Lady A, who you got? Shields up.
Defenders money line. Hello.
Defenders money line.
Hold on. Is this my Defenders thing? Yeah. Hold on. Let me hold this up. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, that's the new logo, not the old one.
That is the new logo. Yeah, I did pull the old one up. I like that one better.
Yeah, are we bashing the graphics department?
No, the graphics department. The graphics department chose the one that he liked better.
Well, you just said that you like the new
bashing the.
I ain't bashing it. I said this the new one.
That's the new logo.
And it's the new logo.
She did, but that is the new logo.
That's the new logo.
That is the new one. I saw it. I just didn't like it.
Okay, so first game, I'm gonna be real with y'all. First game, I came with my little hat that was from before. Right. I was at all those games too. So now I have my new logo. That's why.
But see, they did do something real smart. They put merch in everybody's hand. Oh, they was merching you up.
Well, I got my little hookups too. So I have that. That everybody got that at the game, but I have my little hookup for some other hats and stuff too. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't do that shit. Don't.
I'm gonna need a hat tomorrow.
Do what?
I'm gonna need a hat tomorrow.
Oh, I got you.
All right, bet.
What color you want?
Whichever one you bring. All right, say who you got.
Who they gonna start at quarterback for DC Defenders this week?
That is a great question.
Are we gonna have to wait until the third quarter for them to bring Derek King in?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Wonderful, but I'm gonna be real with you. If I feel like either one would be able to win this game, and I feel like that's the reason why they're a favorite, because either one would be able to win. However, we saw a better performance out of one than the other.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something about DC. Their running back, man, when him and Derek King on the field at the same time, you got problems.
That's my point. But he's not. Derek King is not the one who started. They keep bringing them in the third, late in the third, the third or late in the third quarter.
When they're losing. They'll bring them in when they're losing.
Hey.
With that being said, I want to see Derek King do well. Give me the DC Defenders money line.
Defenders money line. So here, what I see is Greg Williams' defense stepping up, and I think the defenders haven't given up a ton of points. Their games are always tight, and their defense makes a play. But last week, their offense is what just literally stepped up. So I look for the defense to have a bounce back game. I look for the
I look for 10 quarterbacks in the third quarter. That's my point.
Hey, but I'm looking for the defenders to, do their thing. And okay, I'm looking for the defenders to do their thing. And
I already did that.
Give me the defenders minus the 2.5 here.
I'm looking at you.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay the 2.5.
I mean, they've shown that they can.
Field goal. I mean, it's not bad.
They've shown that they can. So
yeah, it's not bad. It's only like 20, 30 points in between. Yeah, 30 points. Yeah, that's not bad.
All right. Where are we going next? So all of us is on the defenders?
Yes.
Yep. You gotta go with the winning squad.
All right, lady, are you happy with these graphics here?
Oh man.
They all right.
They all right. Okay, the graphics department is taking another beating. The graphics department.
It's not the graphics department why I say they all right. They just not my team. That's all.
Okay. All right. What do we got here? We have the Orlando Guardians versus the Arlington Renegades. A Renegades? Never been afraid. Okay, my bad. All right.
You all right? You good?
I'm all right. Okay. Jay-Z, Eminem.
Yeah, just was making sure.
One of the best rap combinations ever. Okay. We have the Orlando Guardians at plus 7.5, minus 110. Their money line is plus 290. All right. We have the Arlington Renegades at minus 7.5 at minus 110. Their money line is minus 375. Ced. The over-under is set at 37.5 and minus 106 for the over, minus 114 for the under. Ced. We are probably looking at the blowout of this weekend coming tomorrow.
Yep.
For the XFL.
Orlando's bad.
Very.
Orlando's bad. Orlando's bad, and Arlington got a defensive head coach. So
terrible. What's up, Marcus?
Hey, Marcus.
What's up, Marcus?
Terrible.
It's not good. It's not looking good for Orlando.
No. So I think all of us already saw this one coming, right? Mm-hmm. But I had to put it up here. And it's a reason, like, you haven't seen a lot of the XFL games with a spread like this. Most of them are between 3.5.
Yeah.
They're really tight games. But when you start to see a 7.5 spread here, you start to look a little deeper and figure out what's going on. Plus, if you look at that money line is plus 375.
That is crazy.
That's another tail. Plus, if you look at that money line for the Guardians at plus 295, come on now. That's another tail. So then you start to dig into these numbers and you see they can't score.
I really don't know what they're guarding.
It's not the goal line.
Definitely.
They're guardians of something. I just don't know what.
And it ain't the goal. Okay, so is it safe to say that everybody's on the Renegades here? The question is
how? It's the question.
Yeah, that's the question. That's the question, really.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, say it. Go say it.
Oh, yeah. Give me the Renegades and that minus 7.5.
Minus the 7.5. All right, Bruce is with you with that. Arlington Renegades minus 7, because he did say money line at first. He said, no. Give me that minus 7.5. Lady A.
So I normally make it a point. If you are favorited, I try not to go with the money line. I do, but I'm gonna go with the money line because we're still kind of new in this. I mean, I know we're in the third week, but we're still kind of new with this. I have confidence that Arlington is going to win.
Right.
Don't know if it's by how much.
How much? All right.
And then what if Orlando was able to make adjustments because we are in week 3 and they sucked really bad the first 2 weeks? What if they made adjustments? You know what I mean?
Really
right. Now hold on. I mean, what she saying? We have precedents of like the one great Joe Gibbs. He lost 5 straight before he made his adjustments, but the NFL season is longer than the XFL season. So if you figured out, okay, the XFL season's this long, the NFL season's this long, you got to make adjustments by week 3 or you're going to be out of it really fast, right? So I do agree with what you're saying, Lady A here. So go ahead, continue your point.
Oh, I'm going money line because I'm not sure what those adjustments may look like. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and just go money line for the other team instead of a complete blowout. He said buy a few points. You're right, but
buy a few points, but you buy that.
I do straight bets on here.
Straight bets. It's straight bets. See, Lady A say I'm straight betting. I'm not parlaying them. No.
Not parlaying. Not buying this and buying that. No, we just gonna go straight across the board. I'm here for the new people.
Okay, I got you. So listen. With this right here, I actually started to look at the over a lot closer, but then I thought about it. I was like, hold on. The Guardians can't score and they give up a lot of points. But what if, the Renegades literally take their foot off the gas and they get to like 25 and they up like 25-0, right? And then will they get a couple of field goals in here to help their cause? But I don't think they're gonna get across midfield, Ced.
It's so embarrassing.
It is, because me and Ced are sitting at like the 30.
So half the game, I'm not gonna see nothing.
Half of the game was gonna be down the other end of the field.
Yep, that's right. Half the game, y'all not about to see nothing.
We had to make a choice.
We did.
Y'all should have let me know that y'all were going before you actually got the tickets. Talk to me, because I would have made sure you was kind of where I was.
In this.
No, I was on the 50-yard line. That's what I meant.
Ced likes to be amongst the people. He's a people person.
That's amongst the people on the 50-yard line.
Don't slam me in that one.
Ced likes to be amongst the people.
I'm gonna be real with everyone. In an XFL game, 50-yard line.
Yeah.
You gotta be.
Yeah.
We're close to 50.
We got close because it's so.
I mean, that's okay. Don't. I'm not trying to say that, but I'm just letting y'all know. Next time, talk to me, okay?
We close to the 50. We close to the 50. They're going too much money for a 50-yard line.
That's why you talk to me.
They're trying to flip. Got
y'all some free tickets. You never know. I network, okay?
Hey, listen. I am definitely taking this over though.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold my breath the whole time. Like, I'm gonna be coming from a joyous occasion to hold my breath. You talk about sweating it out. This one here, I will be sweating. So give me the over at 37.5 on this. All right.
I was hoping that the Renegades would DC would come here to play the Renegades, but the Renegades go to DC to play.
We go to DC.
Yeah, and I said, if you were willing to come out, Ced, I got you.
Look, say that's not flying. Say there's a train.
I got you. Look, and then he go. But Pitt, what I'm thinking? You're gonna be at that game, and you're gonna be screaming and cheering for everybody who scores. They're gonna be like, "Who is this guy? Why is he yelling for both sides to score?"
Pretty much.
You just tell everybody around you, I'm going for the over. They don't understand.
I got my money on the over because Orlando sucks. Listen,
you gonna give him the side eye. You gonna be like, I'm not with him.
That's if Pick has a voice. Because don't forget, we'll be going to see the Phoenix Suns earlier in the morning. That the Sunday morning game versus Luka. So it'll be Chris Paul, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker versus Kyrie and Luka.
It should be a good game.
Oh yeah, so it's gonna be a busy day tomorrow.
You're gonna be tired. You can just pass all the way out.
I did that today. That's like I've been
If you
sleep
did
like
that today and you didn't go to 2 professional games, then tomorrow, bless your heart. Said you driving?
I'm only doing one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was.
Said something about that crazy.
I gotta get him and watch cars tomorrow. I can't go to games. I gotta watch cars.
He said he not that crazy.
Said, listen, hold on. But how about this? How about the car's dirty, but it'll be washed in the morning. The car will be washed before I
gotta watch 2.
The car will be washed tomorrow. I think.
So what you saying is you going through a drive-through? Is that what you telling?
Hey.
Yeah, that's what that sounds like.
I'm gonna wet the tires up real nice. Wet the tires up real nice.
Get that Armor All spray.
No Armor All. We got this. We got something to make the tires look slippery wet.
Okay.
Right. All so the tires will be nice and wet. The car will be nice and shined up. But that's not what the problem was. I slept all day. Like literally, your boy was tired. The problem is you still gotta get them house chores done. So after the podcast, your boy will be cleaning too. So cleaning up everything.
You and Justin on the same page.
It's gonna be a long night.
Because he's supposed to be going with me tomorrow.
Hey, he gotta get them chores done. Yeah, growing up is hard to do. So those are our picks right there. Don't forget, make sure you guys download that BetRivers app or go to www.betrivers.com. Place them bets, cash them checks. That's what we do. That's what we're here for. Yes, now let's talk a little bit of NFL Combine. Hawk TV had a question in here. Do we see Anthony Richards to Washington? He said my man ran a 4.43 40. Here's the problem that I see with this.
Oh, I gotta hear this one. Go ahead.
Anthony Richardson is not getting out of the first round.
Yes, he is.
He's not getting out of the first round.
Yes, he is.
He's going in the first round.
No, he's not.
Okay. One of us is right and one of us is wrong. Said, you already know that we're going to do.
I'm just telling you. I'm telling you, he's going to get out of the first round.
He's not getting out of the first round.
Okay.
It's because.
So that means you're telling me
somebody's going to draft him
Levis, above Stroud, above Bryce Young.
No, I didn't say before them.
Okay, it's only about 4 teams that need quarterback.
No, it's more than 4 teams that need quarterback. Said.
I'm waiting. Go ahead.
All right.
So you think he's gonna get drafted as a secondary?
I'm sure what I'm talking about, but go ahead.
A second string? He a backup quarterback? Is that what he's gonna get drafted?
No. But what people are looking at is what he can do with his legs. People are looking at what Jalen Hurts did. People are looking at what.
And let me not bring up Transtavius Bennett, Stetson Bennett, those showed up at the combine.
And he did good. But what he called him, Transavius.
That's what they call him when he got a buzz shade on the side of his head. He got.
That's why I was like, what did he just say?
He called him Transavius. Listen, but him to Washington, Richardson to Washington is not a good fit. The reason it's not a good fit is because of a couple of things. Ron Rivera doesn't have time to take a first-round pick and put him on the shelf.
Pick, you killing me.
He just did it last year.
He don't have time.
Argument
he
pick
drafted a man
about drafting a quarterback.
Yes.
I said y'all not gonna draft a quarterback in the first round. You say yes, we are.
No, said I've been against drafting a quarterback. We need I said we need to draft another quarterback. Yes, that's what I said. I never said we need to draft a quarterback in the first round unless we were terrible, unless we had the number 1 pick. But I said draft a quarterback every year until you get it right. That is absolutely what I said. But you cannot draft him in the first round because I believe.
I told you.
Hold on, Sam. Let me get my point out. Yes, we're going to draft a quarterback, but our first round pick needs to be a contributor day 1. Anthony Richardson is not a contributor day 1 for the Washington Commanders. We have other needs like the offensive line, the secondary. We need a cornerback. We have a linebacker need, right? We do not need a quarterback day 1 to come in and compete with Sam Howell.
Okay, go ahead, Lady A.
Go ahead, Lady A.
So first of all, you said that Ron Rivera cannot get a first round quarterback to put him on the shelf. Ron will definitely do that, and he'll forget he's there. That's number one. Okay. Let's keep that in mind. Ron probably has already forgotten who his quarterbacks are now.
He only has one on the roster.
Hey, he forgot. Okay. Carson got cut. He might have even forgot that. He probably looking for Carson right now.
No, he's looking to tell Carson personally.
Like, where's Carson? He's not here, you know. So anyway, on top of that, let me say this. We need a quarterback.
We need another quarterback.
We need a quarterback.
Yes, draft another quarterback. Yes.
Do I feel that we need a quarterback in the first round? No. Because we have so many other things that we need.
Yes.
So to your point, Pick, that's correct. But we do need a quarterback. They may draft a quarterback, maybe not the first round, but they may draft a quarterback.
Okay, so listen, there was another quarterback that threw today at the combine that I was very high on all season.
And what round do you think he'll go in?
He probably will go 4th or lower.
So you think that that's the one we'll get?
I'm just saying, does everyone remember me talking about the quarterback out of Louisville? Cunningham.
No. What is his name?
Cunningham.
Oh, Cunningham? Okay.
Yeah. Said, you remember me talking about the quarterback out of Louisville? Mm-hmm. Right? He has a live arm. Louisville didn't have a ton of talent. He broke a ton of Lamar Jackson's records.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But his talent, just like Sam Howell's talent, left the year before. He's out. Mm-hmm. And you saw Louisville, they were in a bunch of games when this young man rolled around, bought time, or he just took off running. Right? So it is truly another dual threat quarterback that has a cannon for an arm. But he pretty much is not the size of Anthony Richardson, and he probably didn't do a 4.3 40. But Cunningham as well is another quarterback that is what the NFL is going to. Doc was on here and told us, he's like, man, the days of quarterbacks just sitting in the pocket, them days are over.
Correct. Right? So you think? Let me ask you this: if you think that Anthony Richardson and Cunningham are both available when it is time for us to go ahead and choose, do you think that we are going to pass over Anthony Richardson for Cunningham?
All right, so no.
Okay.
If both of them are on the clock and I don't like saying he don't think that Anthony Richardson is going in the first round. So, what round do you think Anthony Richardson is going in?
Probably the 3rd.
Really? I don't think he's going to be that far.
Not the way people talking about this kid.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to go back to 3rd.
The reason why I think he's going to go in the 3rd is because the amount of talent that's ahead of him.
At the quarterback position, people always overreach for quarterbacks.
Let me get my point. You got Bryce Young, Stroud.
And Bryce Young measured at 5'10".
Will Levis,
and then Anthony Richardson is the 4th quarterback.
Yep. The old boy from TCU,
Kentucky. Yeah.
Duggan.
No. Said the way that they were stacking these quarterbacks is Bryce Young, Stroud, Richardson, Will Levis.
I'm telling you what I've listened to, and for some reason they love this guy. Don't know why, but they love this guy. They do. They love this guy, Duggan. They love this guy. Now, as I look at Cunningham's numbers, he struggled with interceptions.
Yeah.
Interception numbers is kind of high.
Yeah.
All right. And this is when he had talent. Not this last year when he didn't have talent. This last year was one of his lowest years interception wise. But 2 years ago when he had all the talent, he was throwing interceptions left right.
He was forcing them.
But what I'm saying, there's one domino that's going to affect everything. That Chicago will not put out the fire of the possibility of them trading Justin Fields. That's going to be the first domino to see if there will be a run on quarterbacks.
It's a run on quarterbacks every year.
No, but you got to see what I'm saying.
No, free agency.
There's not that many quarterbacks drafted in the first round. You may have 2.
You're
not going to have 4. You're not going to have 5.
4. It's going to be 4 this year.
It's not going to be 4 quarterbacks in the first round. It's not. Not in the first round.
So
y'all tell us how many quarterbacks y'all think will go in the first round right now. Put it in the chat.
If you have a dire need, first round, that's your number one position that you need to fill.
Houston.
Are there 4 teams that need to fill that quarterback position right away?
Atlanta.
We draft the quarterback.
Carolina, Atlanta. Y'all still need another quarterback.
The only way. I mean, you still. I mean, you also got to remember at the same time. Old boy not signed in Baltimore, and they think he may be a sign and trade. So that's another domino that could fall.
Yeah.
Atlanta drafted this dude Ritter. So who knows what they're gonna do? They have yet to say he's the starter for going into next year.
Right.
But we have bigger needs than just him. Short arms, they let short arms lead. The number 1 draft pick they had about 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
I'm sorry, what was his name?
Short arms. That's what I'm calling
the
him.
tackle. I'm at the
That's
guard.
why I asked
the NFL
is so disrespectful.
No, for real. The NFL write-up on him Lady A was he has abnormal short arms for an offensive tackle, and they drafted him anyway.
Oh, hold on, say it. Hold on, say it. Hold on. Teddy E. I think Teddy E was agreeing with me. That's why I left the comment up there. It says we could use an upgrade at every position except wide receiver and probably D line. Right? Go ahead, take that down. But now I'm gonna give you the draft order, and you tell me if they need a quarterback or not. All right, the Chicago Bears.
It could be a trade. We don't know.
No, just what they have right now on their roster. If they need a quarterback or not. No. Lady A, feel free to participate. The Houston Texans.
I was about to say the Rockets.
Yeah, the Houston Texans.
I say the Rockets don't need a quarterback.
The Rockets don't need no quarterback at all. They need a point guard. They don't need no quarterback.
That's a quarterback.
They need
there you go.
They need a point guard. All right. So
you said the Texans?
The Texans. They need a quarterback, yes or no?
Bless their hearts. They need a whole new team.
So I'm gonna take that as a yes.
I'll go yes on them. Houston.
That's a yes. The Arizona Cardinals. They have the 3rd pick. Yes or no?
They just re-signed.
Kyler Murray is hurt.
No. They just re-signed.
Just because you re-sign him don't mean that you're not drafting a quarterback.
Wait. Kyler Murray's hurt. How? How long?
ACL. He tore his knee.
But how long? When did they say he's gonna come back?
He ain't gonna be back till mid-season if he come back at all.
He'll be back to like November. His contract is going to keep them from signing a first-round quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
His contract.
A rookie deal. No, it's a rookie deal. You can sign him. Anything you sign in the first round is going to affect your cap.
That's what I'm telling you.
That's what we're saying.
His deal.
Their cap is.
I'm talking about his deal. Because remember, he just signed a deal that's almost fully guaranteed. So you're going to draft another first round because he's a first rounder. You're going to draft another first-round quarterback whose deal is going to be fully guaranteed.
They learned their lesson. They're not about to do that.
They're not about to do that.
It's a rookie contract.
Everybody's the point, Pig. You missed the point.
Rockets need a lot.
Just like you said, y'all going to draft a quarterback in the first round. You missed the point. But go ahead. No Arizona.
Right.
Go ahead.
No. All right. Indianapolis Colts, number 4.
Yes.
All right.
Ooh.
What you say, Lady A?
I said, ooh.
Yeah.
We know they need one.
So Geno
drafted 2, but go ahead.
Geno's a free agent. They probably would like to have him back. But number 5 is the Seattle Seahawks. Yes or no?
They're gonna re-sign Geno.
No. All right. Number 6, the Detroit Lions.
Nope. They said they're bringing Goff back.
All right.
They already said they said they're bringing it back.
Number 7, the Las Vegas Raiders.
Ooh.
No, they got the dude.
They got what dude?
What's the boy name?
The one whose girl is hot as I don't know what. They showed more than him on the field.
I think they like him, so that's iffy.
They like him because his girl is hot as I don't know what they showed.
It's 50-50 on that one. It's 50-50 on that one.
It's not 50-50. She's really hot.
He's talking about whether or not they're going to need a quarterback pick.
We're not talking about the quarterback. We're talking about his girl right now.
No, we're supposed to be talking about the quarterback. You decided you wanted to go somewhere else. We don't care about this man's girlfriend when it comes to picking in the draft.
You don't want to upset her.
What does that have to do with the price?
Go ahead. What's next? What's after the Raiders?
Atlanta Falcons at 8.
Nope.
You just gonna give Desmond Ridder another shot?
We got bigger problems than signing a first round quarterback. You got offensive line, you got defensive line, you got cornerback, you got linebacker. They got bigger problems than draft another quarterback. But go ahead.
Bruce said HR has stepped.
Right, Bruce. I had to fuss at him a little bit.
Yeah. All right. So next at number 9 is the Carolina Panthers.
Yep.
Yeah, they do. So that's 3 right there in the top 9. Number 10 is the Philadelphia Eagles, whose pick is coming from the New Orleans Saints. How do you go to the Super Bowl and pick in the top 10?
Because they playing their cards right now. They
just
don't
not
need
fair.
A quarterback.
It's just not fair. They don't need a quarterback. Plus, they
probably don't think it's fair. But our team didn't play our cards right.
Hold on, wait. They are probably going to trade out of the number 10 spot.
I would. But they don't need very many pieces. I'd trade back.
Nope. And look at this. At number 10, number 10 is Philly. Number 11 is Tennessee. Number 12 is Houston. Right? Number 12 is Houston.
We need that spot. We need to talk.
So they got Houston got 2 in the top 12. Wow. Well, go ahead.
They got 2 in the top 12. So does Tennessee need a quarterback?
No.
Who they got?
No. I think Tennessee, didn't they have a defensive problem?
Excuse me.
Yep.
Who is playing quarterback for Houston?
Tannehill. They drafted a quarterback last year.
And that's okay?
Yeah. They drafted a quarterback last year.
And that's okay. They think it's okay.
They drafted a quarterback last year, pick.
Say it. Did they make the playoffs?
Okay. Go ahead, pick. Go ahead. They drafted a quarterback last year. They got one. They're just like y'all drafted one last year.
No, say it. I'm not gonna let you get past with this one right here. They drafted a quarterback last year. You're absolutely right. Said they drafted a quarterback, but do you know who played in their last game who played quarterback for them? And their quarterback that they drafted wasn't hurt. Do you remember? They brought in a rocket scientist by the name of Dobbins, who played way better than the guy that's been there since training camp, and Malik Willis.
Hey.
And they had moved on from Tannehill.
But pick, it's not about whether you think they need a quarterback. It's whether they think they need a quarterback.
If they brought in a guy off the street, instead of playing the guy that they had with them through all of training camp.
So maybe the guy off the street they said, oh, that was a good thought process. That was good. We don't need to draft the first round quarterback.
4 to 5 quarterbacks go in the first round. He said 4 to 5 quarterbacks go in the first round, and we haven't even gotten through halfway through the rounds already.
Right,
Tennessee's definitely taking a quarterback.
But based off of what you say, pick, everybody need a quarterback. And
no, there's a couple of teams that don't need quarterbacks.
Yeah,
there's a couple that don't do it.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me explain something.
I could say, 4 or 5 quarterbacks need to go, but you're right. We haven't gotten that far. And we hit Houston twice, and I feel like you want them to draft a quarterback each time.
No,
so understand
I'm just telling you
that everybody don't need these quarterbacks.
Houston's drafting a quarterback, and then they're gonna come back. And they're gonna come back in their second part. They're probably gonna draft an offensive lineman.
Okay, because I'm confused.
But I can tell you a couple of teams that don't need quarterbacks, and one being Kansas City, they don't need a quarterback. They got this dude named Patrick Mahomes. Philadelphia doesn't need a quarterback. They got this guy named Jalen Hurts. New Orleans definitely needs a quarterback. They had an Andy Dalton last year. We don't know where he's going to go. Cincinnati does not need a quarterback. They have this guy named Joe Cool.
Yeah.
Buffalo has this guy named Josh Allen. Josh Allen. All the Cowboy fans probably do want them to jump into the top 10 and draft a quarterback because they are sick of what they have. Dakota Rain Prescott. These are my real eyes, and I got you in spirit, bro. The Jacksonville Jaguars definitely have a quarterback. They found their quarterback as soon as they got rid of Urban Meyer and let Trevor Lawrence do what he does. Minnesota Vikings, they probably wish they had a quarterback. They still got to pay Kirk Cousins for the rest of his life because he's cashing a lot of checks without placing no bets.
That's their problem.
Baltimore, they got to pay a quarterback, right? So they got to pay a quarterback. The Los Angeles Chargers have who? one Justin Herbert. All right, so they don't need a quarterback. We talked about Seattle already. Tom Brady left the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, so they looking for a quarterback. They looking for a coach. They looking for everything
they
right now.
They drafted a quarterback 2 years ago.
Yeah, but
now, whether or not they get baton, they drafted a quarterback.
Talking about the kid out of Florida. You talking about the kid out of Florida.
They drafted a quarterback. Track. They drafted a quarterback, but they signed Tom Brady, so he has yet to see whether or not he's worth the pick that they did.
Right.
So they could be wasting the pick by drafting him because track could be what they need. They don't know.
Yeah, but that was 2 years ago. So he's 2 years, and I don't think they got him in the first round.
He ain't been able to do nothing.
But hold on, wait. Say what I'm saying. I'm not arguing with you. I'm saying that was 2 years ago, and they didn't draft him in the first round. So he has a 4-year deal. So they got to find out what he's going to do this year. They got to S or get off the pot. Right?
So they don't need a quarterback.
Pittsburgh Steelers drafted a quarterback last year, so I'm pretty sure they are pretty good. Then we bring to the Washington Commanders at 16. They're going to get a quarterback, but not in the first round, right?
Okay.
The Green Bay Packers had this guy who was in the dark. He's got them strapped, handcuffed, held at gunpoint with no ski mask on, named Aaron Rodgers. So they're not even thinking about a quarterback because they're
being disrespectful. That man, a Hall of Famer.
Are you kidding me? And Jordan Love wants out of Green Bay like yesterday because
if he got a chip, he's a Hall of Fame player. Maybe want to tell you.
That's in the Hall of Fame. That's Aaron.
He got a
chip. Aaron Rodgers is more worried about Pro Bowls.
He won a big game chip. He's a Hall of Famer.
He's worried about Pro Bowls and stats. The New England Patriots. Do you guys think they need a quarterback? I think Bill Belichick said.
What do you need a quarterback for?
Wait, what? Bill Belichick says yes, they need a quarterback.
They got 2 twins, or they ain't a quarterback.
Hey, the MILF magnet at 13.
He
didn't get it done.
I'm sorry. We talked about this earlier in the season.
They're gonna sign Lamar.
We talked about this in the season that you're not supposed to say that.
Oh. I'm gonna go ahead and move Ced over to the host.
Because you acting a fool. Okay. You done forgot what you're supposed to say. What you're not supposed to say.
You made me freeze, pick.
You froze?
No, you good now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, said you good. Nope, he froze.
Oh, he said you made me freeze. He said don't touch nothing.
He froze. Yeah, don't touch it.
Don't touch nothing else.
It's getting close to that time where we Ask Ced. So see what's happening. You see what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So. All right, so I think that more than 4. I'm with Bruce. 4 to 5 quarterbacks going in the first round, even though some of them won't need to. Ced is back. There we go.
Yeah, but I need you to just slow down when you going down this list. You were like, they need a quarterback. We done ran out of quarterbacks in the middle of the draft, the first round of the draft. Oh, what happened?
Ced that froze.
He froze and then he kind of moved.
There you go.
Ced.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
On the snake?
Okay.
Yeah, he was.
Where we at now?
I was telling Pick that we done ran out of quarterbacks in the first half of the first round of the draft because everybody needed a quarterback. That's where we at.
Hey, who was at the Chargers? Who was at the Chargers? Go ahead.
Oh man, the chart. Oh, Sage, you want me to go back there? Okay, hold on.
Go ahead. We're gonna finish this list.
Who was?
Finishing this list.
We done ran all out of. We done went
the Chargers
quarterbacks to throw in the draft from.
It was Seattle again. Seattle at 20. Tampa. We was there for Tampa. We finished it, man. We did good.
The whole first round.
We got all the way up to the Jets at 13. The Jets is at 13. We know they need a quarterback because I'm not getting in trouble by HR again.
There you go.
But you said Jets at 13.
Yeah.
The Jets.
That's not the end of the list.
But remember, I went back to the Super Bowl champs.
Who's
and
at
then 31? I worked my way back up. Who got 31? The same people that got number 10.
Oh, the Eagles at 31 and at 10.
Yeah.
Let me guess. Pick. They both getting that. Both the
picks. Who's at 33?
Oh, say it. So, who's at 33? It's some stuff happened at the end of it. So,
wait, which round is short?
The first round is short because actually the Chiefs are at 31 and the Eagles at
the first round is short
for Miami.
Whoever's 33 picks in the first round.
It would be Chicago.
Chicago got 2 picks in the first round then.
Okay.
They was talking about the other day because Miami lost their pick.
Yeah, Miami did. That's what it was. It was
so
Miami.
Whoever was 33 picks in the first round. So Miami, Chicago had 2 first round picks.
Yep. So yeah.
Pick they're gonna get a quarterback each time.
Between 40. No, not every time. That's not what I'm saying.
Chicago gonna pick a quarterback in each pick in the first round. Yeah,
no, but I tell you what. Chicago will do. Chicago's probably gonna trade back in the top.
They need to trade Justin Fields to Atlanta. That's what they need to do.
Said he's not. Come on, say it. Stop it.
That's what you want them to do.
Stop it. All right.
Then you getting worse than pick now. Come on now.
Right. So
he should have been. Go ahead.
Let's talk about some of these big men running sub 4.4 40s. Some of the defensive linemen put up some ridiculous 40 times.
Yeah.
This is not right for men this large to run that fast. These guys are running sub 4.4 40s. We had one guy run a 4.38. Was that your guy from Georgia said?
Yes, sir.
A 4.38, a defensive end, running a 4.38. Hey, guess who else ran a 4.38? Doesn't translate into sacks, I can tell you that. Montez Sweat went sub 4.4.
But you know what? The difference is, what was his first 10? His first 10. The first 10 split.
Lady, hey, I'm not messing with you, lady.
No, for real.
I was confused.
The first 10 split shows the explosion.
The explosiveness, right.
Explosiveness off of the line. You can pick up speed as you get down there, because a lot of people are top end speed guys. Mm-hmm. But what is his split off the line?
Right, now, right.
Nolan Smith had one of the fastest splits off the line in that 10 yard. I think he was like 1.72 or something like that. So within 10 yards, he's already less than 2 seconds. So he's already passed the offensive lineman. No bother weed on it.
Yeah, I think that's straight line speed, sir. That's straight line speed.
No. Not all of straight line speed.
Right. Like defensive linemen, like one of the drills that showed that their quickness is that the shuttle drill.
Yeah.
Yep.
That shuttle drill shows their short line quickness is what you want, and then their broad jump shows their explosiveness, right? Mm-hmm. So it translates to explosiveness. But my point being, these guys are bigger, faster, stronger, right? And for some of these defensive linemen to go sub 4.4 40, sub 4.4s, 4.4 4.5s, like defensive linemen used to run 4.7s, 4.6.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, have a great career. Now these guys are training. They leave college as soon as the ball games and stuff like that is over. Senior bowls, junior bowls, whatever bowl game they go into, and they head to practice for the draft. Yeah. So you're going to have some numbers that stand out that are ridiculous, which should lead you back to the tape. Always, because that's where you may not look fast on the field, but you can train for a combine.
So you have to remember, let's go back to, we had Doc on and he was talking about he mentioned, of course, how quarterbacks have changed, how that role, how that position has changed over the years. But linebacker, that has changed drastically. I mean, all three of us, when we were younger looking at football, linebackers didn't look like how they look now at all. So they're slimmer, they're leaner, they still are muscular, but they're faster. They're lifting possibly more than what they were before, but you're no longer looking at the big. Remember the refrigerator? Mm-hmm. You don't see people like that as often as you did back then. It's a whole new era. So yes, and then on top of that, as a whole, for athletes across the board, they're faster. Everybody's faster. We know now that you train hard young. Mm-hmm. They're faster. The way that they handle football for kids now is different than we were little. These parents are training these. As soon as they come out the womb, they got them doing sprints.
That's about right, because I had my youngest you know.
See, so you one of them people.
No, actually, just a quick story. So my oldest son was playing football, and my youngest son was with my friend on the opposite side of the field because our sons was playing against each other.
Mm-hmm.
So he's on the opposite side of the field with my friend Larry, right? The play's going on, and all of a sudden the play starts, and my son decides he wants to come over to daddy right now, and he sprinted across this field.
Yep.
And here comes these kids running at my kid, and my son is moving.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, referee couldn't even catch my son. It was like, whoa, that baby's fast. It was like, yeah. Wait till he starts playing.
That little baby fast.
That little baby moving. And he was out there next year, moving and grooving. Can't catch me. I'm out.
Out of that.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I mean, that's definitely a thing. You know, so we're gonna consistently see these numbers grow. And we kind of talked about that before when we talked about like LeBron breaking records and things like that, and how, right now LeBron has that record, but as time goes on, someone's gonna break it.
Yeah, but it's gonna have to be a special person. But like what Teddy E is saying right now, he says, I agree with Lady A. The DNs are like 230, 250. Of course, they are running faster. How big is your guy, Ced?
He was 240 or something like that.
240. So he's right there with Teddy E talking about. He's right there with Teddy E's talking about.
Right. They're not 350. You know.
Yeah, but you know. But you know what? Remember Charles Mann? Charles Mann he was like 252.
But Charles Mann was not what I'm talking about. He was on the smaller side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that goes back to what Teddy E's saying right here.
Right.
Because Charles Mann was a specimen. You know what I mean? He looked like Chase Young back in the 80s.
But he was considered smaller. So if everyone's looking like that now, then where are we? We're going to have faster guys. They're going to be strong. They're going to be fast. You're going to see these numbers. Our combine, let me tell you, in 10 years, if they still have it, because you know the NFL likes to change things, we're going to be like in awe at how things have changed just in 10 years. So just keep that in mind.
Yep.
Charles Mann, 6'6". What did he weigh?
That's a big dude, man. I met Charles Mann. He looked like a giant. I was little, so he was even taller than.
Yeah, I said 240. He was 238.
238.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
But now you have more guys looking like that.
Charles Mann was 6'6", 268.
See,
I tell you what. Darnell Washington not making it out of the first round after looking at this catch he just made. He not making it out of the first round.
Oh no, and that tight end, oh my God.
Hey, they just showed a one-hand catch he made during the combine. He not making it out of the first round out.
They asked him, are you the best tight end here? He says,
oh yeah, I heard that.
Which was a great quote. What do you say, Lady A? I'm different. What do you say?
I'm different.
Yeah, he didn't say yes. Even though he was, the answer is yes.
He said,
but he was humble.
He said it in the most humble way. He's like, I'm different. I'm bigger.
That's right.
I'm bigger than all of these guys. And they asked him like, well, what are you going to run in the 40? He says, you guys are going to have to wait and see.
Right.
And I mean, to be that big again and run the 40 time that he ran.
6'6". He ran it in 4.65. He's 6 feet 6. He's 6'5", I think they put up there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So almost 6'6.5". Almost 6'7". And what does he weigh, Ced?
Oh, Darnell? Well, that's a good question.
He a giant too.
He is a giant.
264.
264. And then here's the thing about it. He can be an inline tight end right away, like yesterday.
Because he blocks.
But not only that though. Okay, so all these Commanders fans are yelling, "Oh, we need a tight end. We need a tight end." Because of what? Because of how Kelsey played. Because of how what Kelsey did in Andy
Kelsey
Reid's system
is not a normal person.
He's athlete quarterback that moved to tight end. He's what Tim Tebow should have been. Right? Somebody tell me, am I saying anything wrong here? Like Tebow could have been what Kelsey is, right? Okay, so listen. Oh Lord, he goes, howdy. Why are you streaming down and cutting them up to my Call of Duty time?
We on the same time. Metaphor.
But Darnell, but Washington though is a tight end that you could plug and play right away. So that's a first round talent, like you just said that is not going to sit down, which goes back to our original question.
Not going to make it. If I'm going to say this, if he make it to Philadelphia, y'all
Philly's at 10.
Listen what I'm telling you. If he, what else Philadelphia needs?
If he make it to Philadelphia
have a tight end.
What that mean?
What else does Philadelphia need?
Hold on. They got offensive linemen retiring. Right? Their centers retiring. Lady A put her hand up. Yes, ma'am.
So first of all, we talked about how Jalen Hurts put Philly's offense, the whole offense, I can't even say the offensive line, on his back and did what he had to do. I said during the Super Bowl, I text y'all over and over again, this man is trying to get MVP. If Jalen could throw to this gentleman, that's going to be a problem.
Across the middle.
Teddy E said they need a running back.
Like I said, Jalen ran the ball and he had more rushing yards than a lot of running backs in the league.
Mm-hmm. Did he say old face?
Mm-hmm.
So Jalen needs someone to throw the ball or to hand it off to, something.
If you plug this into Philadelphia, Dallas Goedert on one side, Darnell Washington on the other side.
So you're going 2 tight ends.
I'm just giving you an example.
2 wide receivers and a running back.
That would be a problem. They would win.
That's a problem for everybody.
They would win the Super Bowl.
Because at this point, you're running something similar to the Patriots.
But hold on. Now, we're not talking bargain basement offensive line, because if you don't have an offensive line, the one thing that both of these teams in the Super Bowl had was an offensive line. And what you got to look at is Kelsey, the center, is thinking of retiring. Now, the question is, are you going to retire before the draft or after the draft? Is he going to retire right before training camp and they're screwed?
Will he change his mind when you get somebody on offense that is exciting to him? He may say, I'm going to stick it out one more year.
If Philly winds up with Washington, I'm writing Commissioner Goodell and I'm telling him,
it's not fair.
You allowed them to cheat last year. You cannot allow them to cheat this year.
How is that cheating?
How?
Because they got so many. They have
talent is supposed to be evenly dispersed across the league.
Wait, who said that?
The NFL.
Because I think that there are some teams that feel a little different than you. Like Houston, for instance.
Houston, they feel the same way that I feel. That the talent's supposed to be evenly dispersed across the league.
But it's not. And it hasn't been for Houston in quite some time. Detroit Lions. How many years were they at the bottom? So they know that that's not always the case. There are some teams, first of all, look at this is the pros. Look at basketball. Basketball will stack a team in a heartbeat.
Right.
This is the pros. Whoever gets a hold of these players first, that's what it is.
See,
you don't like it? Take your season, move up in the draft. That's what you do.
You got some people.
Detroit was at the top of the draft.
Just can't pick players.
Still couldn't get it right.
You just got some people who can't. I mean, Ant not here, but I had to give it to him. Dan Quinn could not pick players. I mean, not the bad guy, but it's true.
Metaphor.
He could not pick players. A lot of people that he picked, including the one that just let go, McGarity, baby arms was picked by Dan Quinn. Why would you go back? Why would you go back and pick a guy in the first round that the NFL says during the combine he's an abnormally short arms? Remember me and you had a conversation.
Hey, listen, if you like T-Rex, you like T-Rex.
Y'all are so disrespectful.
Lady A, that's what they said. I'm not making this up.
He said that's what they said. Pick.
Pick, tell her pick.
You're gonna pick.
I didn't even see it.
Pick. Where's my Aunt is not here, so now I gotta pop you. Where's
They said he had arms like a T-Rex.
Stop it.
And you supposed to play guard. How you gonna play guard like this?
Pick.
You can't do it. You can't
Clap his hand together.
Pick.
I can't get up.
Stop. Say it. This is bad.
Hey, they say he had short arms. Said the last. All right, listen. We got about 10 minutes left. It's time to play our game that we all look forward to. Soon as Ced comes back, we're gonna play
his life together.
We're gonna play Ask Ced
here. You got the glasses on. Hey, Vic. You got the glasses on.
You ain't got no glasses on. Daddy E's rolling.
I thought you got contacts. Say
man. Oh, hey, like my glasses fell off. I'm trying to push them back up.
You trying to put them on?
Metaphor. That is
okay,
just.
I'm ready.
All right. All right. Okay, Ced.
I'm locked in.
I got a new YouTube channel for you.
Okay.
All right. I'm about to send it to you right now. All right. This is from someone in our area that loves to do what you do, which is fish. Right. And hold on. Let me send it to you. I've been waiting to do this. I've been waiting to send this to you here in a little bit. And he's found quite a bit of fishing holes. My question.
Pause.
Some fishing what?
Holes.
Say pause.
Ced, is that what it's called?
Say pause.
Is that not what it's called? Say what it's called.
Yeah. You don't know with you.
But we're gonna pause on it. Okay. All right. So Ced, my question is once I send you this link and he starts to tell you where to go fish, are we gonna see a diminished role for Ced here on First Ring Podcast?
On Saturday?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be late every Saturday.
You're gonna be late every Saturday, just coming off the water. Okay. I just wanted to make sure
I'm calling in.
How you gonna call in, Ced, when I'm sitting beside you? Like,
man,
ain't we supposed to be somewhere?
You're a perfect attendance. Called in, got it.
Ain't we supposed to be somewhere, Ced? Lady A be like, I don't know where Pick and Ced are.
Man told me you got perfect attendance. Called in and break that up right quick.
All right, so we then Ced is gonna be fishing on Saturdays. All right, Lady A, go ahead and get in there.
So, Ced, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, talk to me.
What color are your eyes, Ced?
Right now they're brown.
Why you change your voice? And you said right now. Was they green yesterday? Say what color were they yesterday?
I'm trying to stay in there, Lady A. Don't pull me out of there. They're brown today. They may be gray tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Hey, and his voice keeps changing.
Yes. They're brown today. They may be gray tomorrow. I can't do it, but I tried.
Okay.
Hope you watch this baby girl.
All right. Okay. Ask Ced. Now, listen. Tomorrow, if you had to go from Dallas to Arlington to go from one game to another, how fast would you be traveling?
Oh,
how many tickets would you?
They're gonna be out. They be out on Sundays, man. I can't give them the gas face on Sunday. There's spots out there I might I can't put it out there, man. Be looking for me.
Said it depends on the
route.
route.
I almost incriminated myself. Wait a minute.
Said it depends on the route.
I'll be doing the speed limit.
There you go. Say good job.
You'll be doing the speed limit. Okay. All right. Go ahead, lady.
And all traffic rules. Yes. All the laws, right? Said
all the laws. And I do not submit.
Do not submit to yes.
Here we go. Here we go. It's terrible. All right, I got a question. In a perfect world for you and your team at this draft, who is the first person that your team will pick?
Roger Jones.
And why?
Offensive tackle, University of Georgia.
And why?
Because he hasn't allowed a sack all year.
And y'all are picking at number 4?
Number 8.
Number 8? So he should be there.
We're talking about the Falcons, though.
That's why I said in the perfect world.
In the perfect world.
They don't draft from the University of Georgia.
No.
It sounds so disappointing. It's so
Lady A, you think that's something? Wait till draft night. And we're all here. And Atlanta's on the clock. Right?
We're gonna lose it.
He does it
Man,
every
we passed on the COVID. Well, I was on fire. We passed on the COVID. You don't even know.
Hey,
but really, in reality, we need to fix the offensive line. Paris, is that his name? Offensive tackle from Ohio State.
Yes, Ohio State. Yes.
Personally, he got beat by the rookie, the freshman. He off my board in the national championship game.
So that's probably the person they're gonna pick.
The guy from Ohio State is rated number 1.
Okay.
It's another guy from I want to say Washington. I forgot what his name is. He's number 2, and Broderick Jones is number 3.
Okay.
But each of those guys have given up more sacks than Broderick Jones.
Okay.
So
that's your go-to.
That's what they're not giving him. He's not getting much credit because Georgia's deep offensive line and they rotate players. So with him not having as many plays, it's kind of counted against it. But that's what they went off. They went off plays.
The Falcons are trading back to 16. So if Paris Campbell and if both tackles are there, which one would you prefer?
I would prefer Broderick Jones
over Paris
for the scheme that we run in Atlanta.
Yeah, he's saying
they're running a similar read option scheme where you're gonna need a guy who can pretend to read option and then roll great, which is what Broderick Jones. That's what he is. That's what he did. If you look at the game against Alabama championship game, he was one of the guys that running behind in the game. They took the guy who's in front of him and then they rotated everybody down, and that's what they ran the ball at.
When you don't give up a sack all season, I would think that you're pretty awesome.
Did not give up a sack.
Okay, Ced. Here's my last question for Ask Ced. So, where were you when your little cousin Carter from the University of Georgia was speeding and racing? And how long have you been teaching him how to drag race?
You know what? What's interesting about this is they're using cameras saying it's his car. That was part of this, situation. From what it sounds like, because it's his car, that's why they're charging him. But he says he's going to be exonerated. So it makes it sound like somebody else was probably driving the car. So the camera doesn't show who was driving the car. Yeah. I mean, I'm not there to get all the inside information on what they release or whatever, but that's what it makes it sound like. For him, it's disappointing. But these are kids. And this is what I told somebody this morning. I can't believe he did, dude. These are, you talking about 17, 18, 19-year-old kids. Most of these guys got NIL deals. They make more money than we do right now. So
don't mean you can handle it.
That's what I'm saying. Right. So you got 17, 18, 19-year-old kids with $1 million on the verge of making millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
There are going to be some steps, some incorrect steps. Nolan Smith, remember? Nolan Smith got a pulled over for a suspended driver's license 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. They do stupid stuff. It's pretty much what it boils down to.
Speaking of, like Ja.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's disappointing. And if he do, matter of fact, if he drop and he had number 8 and Atlanta don't take him, they stupid. Because you can't, there's nobody in the draft can replicate what Jalen Carter can do, similar to Aaron Donald. No one.
Uh-huh.
No one. And if he falls, it's gonna be crazy if he falls.
Lady A, you got one more?
Yeah, I do. But I'm wondering if I should ask this question for Ced. Look at his face. He's cheesing.
He's ready.
He's cheesing.
All right, come on, because we got to get to Ja.
All right, so Ced.
Uh-huh.
The night for the draft.
Right.
Tell us your menu.
Oh man, I'm gonna fry up some wings.
Mm-hmm.
I still got some mumbo sauce up in there.
All right.
There will be some more mumbo sauce made.
I got some fries. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably move and set up to the kitchen so I can watch on the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And what Pick don't know is I have speakers in the wall.
Okay.
Right. I rarely get to use them.
I'm gonna tell you what Pick do know.
Right next to my bedroom in my
gated community. I'm gonna tell you, gated community.
Mm-hmm.
You grab that. That's what I do know.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw down. I'm gonna fry some wings, and I'm gonna sit there and do my thing. I already start doing some homework with some players I want to see. Seen some more stuff at the combine. I got to do a little homework on what they got. I know I'm gonna be prepared with people. I think that the Falcons should pick. At the position. They just be so disappointed sometimes, man.
I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all don't know nothing, y'all should know that Ced is, as somebody called him earlier, the Black Mel Kiper. When it comes when it comes to day 3 of the combine, no, we did day 1 and day 2. We did not do day 3, right?
No,
we had a show that
day 3 was like 3 minutes. They were going so fast.
Yeah. But day 2 of the combine, look, I got you through the first round, and then that next round, the first round, then day 2 was the second, third, and fourth round, or something like that, right? And we got to them late rounds and Ced was like, "Oh no, this player right here, he could ball. He's gonna be a star." Me and Paulie was like, "Oh yeah." Ced called this kid out. He was like, "This dude is a star." Ced is gonna be prepared. Make sure y'all with us on for the draft. We'll do it again. We'll be here for the first 2 days, and that Saturday we'll recap that Saturday's picks and everything like that. But Ced, guess what? I got a notification of today.
Oh,
I got a notification for the NCAA tournament challenge to set it back up. So as of when I set it back up, and I'm gonna set it back up probably Monday, Tuesday, you guys can go in there and register for our NCAA tournament challenge. You'll be able to get in there, get yourself registered, or just re-enter again if you did it last year, where we'll be giving away First String Podcast gear. We'll be giving away a $150 Visa gift card, as well as more prizes to be named here in a little bit. So now I got to talk about Ja real fast before we get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
So Ja Morant went live on an Instagram Live, and what appeared to be 2 guns. He's been suspended for at least 2 games so far while the league investigates this matter and the Grizzlies investigate this matter.
Mm-hmm.
Just a couple of days prior, smoke was starting to come out about Ja and some of his friends.
Mm-hmm.
This is going the wrong way for the guy that should be right now the next Michael Jordan.
Yep.
Like, he is tremendous to watch. He is exciting on the basketball court, but it's what you do off of the basketball court that is going to take away from everything that you could possibly be.
Yep.
There's a movie about to come out about this guy named Michael Jordan called Air or something like that, right? Nike, the Nike movie.
It's Nike.
It's the Nike movie, right? And it's literally the opposite of what Ja is doing right now. Like, people knew that Michael Jordan was special. And the thing about it was, before he became the big guy for Nike and the big guy for the Bulls and stuff like that, his circle was small. And the people that he kept around him were positive people. And now, don't get me wrong, Memphis is a terrible place, a great place to party. I can say it because I've been to Memphis a couple of times, right? And this is not the first time you heard about somebody in Memphis doing something wrong or being a part of a sports team and they're finding themselves in trouble. But it's the people that you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with positive people that want the best for you and you want the best for them, good things happen to you. Ja is in a position where he needs to look at his circle and figure out what's going wrong here.
Yeah.
Because it can all go right or it could all go left. Right now, this young man has you hear positive things about him, though. Like, he tipped a waitress a tremendous amount of money and said, "I'm your new favorite NBA player." Well, how are you going to be her new favorite NBA player if you can't play?
Yeah. And the thing is, I don't really believe it was him showing the two guns, the Instagram live that the guy suspended.
Right.
What really got him suspended was the incident with the little 14-year-old boy.
Yep.
That came out just before the IG live came out. Because they were going to suspend him for that anyway, because the boy said, they got into an argument and, he punched him in the head like 5, 6, 7 times. And then went and got a gun. And then, don't forget the incident. One of the incident they had with Shannon Sharp.
That was his father mainly, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got another incident. This is another. I got to go back and look at this. Another incident prior to that one. So it's like boom, 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 boom. But they all seem to end similarly. Him showing a gun. He may not have pointed at him, but he's showing a gun, in a threatening manner. I can say this because I watched Michael Vick lose everything. And unbeknownst to him, he was surrounded by family who refused to do what they needed to do to get him to stop. Family. Blood.
Yep.
They were eating, and continue to eat. Rather than one say, look, you can't do this no more. If I go get your mama and bring it down here, you can't do this no more. It's illegal. But they didn't do it. You had nobody stand up in front of him to stop him until the police did. He lost everything. It's a good redemption story for him because it worked out. You can count the number of people going to jail for dogfighting. It's not very many, but when you make that much money, they need to make an example out of somebody. Yeah. But not to go down that rabbit hole by Vic again, but that's the direction he seems to be going. Coming off a year where y'all were so close to making it to the finals, the conference finals. Y'all were close, and you should be building off that momentum. But now you're looking at, okay, he's been suspended 2 games. But what if they come back and do the investigation? Say, you know what? We got to hit you. We got to hit you for the rest of for 20 games. That's the rest of the year. Yeah. I'm not saying they don't make the playoffs, but that's the rest of the year. And then maybe 1 or 2 games in the playoffs. Next thing you know, the game you come back, you lose, you're out of it. I'm just example wise. I'm not saying this was going to happen, but that's what you got to look at. Like you said, at some point, you got to surround yourself with people who are going to tell you, no, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Because if I knew somebody, I would say, hey, this is stupid. Let's not do this. Let's go. I don't care how much money you got. Let's go. You're risking to lose it all. Now, at that point, after I told him and he wanted to do it, then you know what? You my boy. I think I need to go. I need to go over here and let you fall by yourself.
Yeah.
Lady A.
It's unfortunate. And it's unfortunate because I don't think this young man understands what's really going on. You're very intelligent, but you're being stupid at the same time. And I'm not trying to be funny, but look at the example that he has. His father is all over the place. His father stay in somebody's face. He's staying something. And to what Ced mentioned with Shannon Sharp, that was his dad. So look at Ja. He's not learning from what his father is doing, as in like, oh, that's what you don't do. No, he's doing that. He's showing and displaying that exact same energy. And you're right, both of you were talking about, who is in your circle, who is there to tell him, hey, you need to chill. Hey, you don't need to do that. I mean, me personally, if I'm with my friends and I see them doing something stupid and my friends are not NBA players, I'm going to stop them from doing something stupid so that they are not putting themselves in a situation where they're going to, be in trouble, be arrested, lose their job or something, like, no, you don't want if you care about your friends, that's how you should be. That's who he needs to be surrounded by.
Yep.
Whoever his friends were that were with him, they don't need to be around him anymore. His father needs to either get himself in check or he gonna have to start treating his father the way LeBron had to treat his mama.
Oh, yeah, he did.
So
yeah, he did.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I almost forgot about that one. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So when you are trying to move in a certain way and you want to get to a certain level of fame, of in your profession, you have to. Everybody can't go with you. I've said this before. Everyone cannot go to every level that you're going. You're gonna have to cut people off and cut people back. And even if it is your friends, your family, all of that, this young man needs to understand that he needs people around him that helps guide him into the right direction. That's not where it's at. All these other people need to go. And does he have a publicist or a manager? Somebody need to be in this man's corner and say, hey, you need to cut these people out.
Yeah. All right. Listen, that's pretty much going to be our show. We got one more thing to do. We got one more piece of business to handle. That is this. Please go to @HolderSports and wish our good friend Lou Holder a happy birthday.
Yes.
Lou Holder is March the 4th. He says he's a March the 4th baby. The only date on the calendar that is a commandment. So please visit @HolderSports. Wish him a happy birthday. And we'll see Lou here on First String Podcast really, really soon. So make sure you guys like and subscribe to the First String Podcast. And don't forget to hit that bell, enable alerts for new content just like this. And don't forget to leave comments like you guys always do. We appreciate each and every one of you guys in the chat. All right, don't forget to tell a friend about First String Podcast as we continue to push forward. We got great content coming for you guys each and every week. And Ant, as someone asked, where's Ant? Ant's dealing with some family things right now, so we will keep Ant and his family in our prayers. All right. Last thing, Ced, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Shouts out to my son, United States Air Force. First String Podcast, second to none. Come get some. Tell them, Ced.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
your first time seeing the person.